Coming up for you on today's ATV, we'll be showing the final results of the midterm election.
We'll also be taking a look at the AHS basketball team and seeing what Coach Deaton has in store for us this season.
Lastly, for you Wizard of Oz fans out there will be a live play for you to attend. Welcome to the show. I'm Noah Stoneman.
And I'm Will Evans. Today is Friday, November 9th.
Thanks for joining us.
ATV starts now.
If you love to watch live action plays and you are a fan of The Wizard of Oz, well, we have the show for you. The Wizard of Oz will be showcased at the Mark E. Collins Theater November 8th through November 11th, Thursday through Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. Adults pay $15, while children and senior citizens can pay $12.
The first match of Quidditch for your Tigers is set to start the 26th of November at 2:30. It will be a battle between Slytherin and Gryffindor, and you don't want to miss it. So come out and show your support as the game will be held at the fields next to the senior lot.
This Tuesday, America went to the polls for both national and state elections. Now we go live with Noah Haddock to talk about the results of the election. Noah?
470 congressional seats, along with 36 governor's mansions. After a hard-fought campaign, the Democrats have taken back the House of Representatives, with the Republicans adding to their Senate majority. Let's see how they fared in Tennessee.
On Tuesday, the people of Tennessee elected a new senator and a new governor.
Most people believe that this will be a referendum on the Trump administration. Many Republicans are running, saying that they will continue the Trump administration's policies, and Democrats say that they are opposed to his policies.
After hard fought and in one of the most consequential Senate races in the country, Republican Marsha Blackburn came out victor, largely in part of President Trump's endorsement, solidifying the Republican majority in the Senate. Blackburn will be sworn in by Vice President Mike Pence in January of 2019. Republican Bill Lee will be sworn in January as the next governor of Tennessee in what was a much safer race than for the Senate. His campaign was never in much jeopardy, and he had kept a comfortable lead in polling since winning the Republican primary. Finally, Republican Congressman David Kustoff, who represents us in the 8th District, easily won re-election against Democrat Erica Stotts Pearson. Kustoff's only real competition in the election was during the Republican primary when he faced conservative firebrand George Flynn Jr. After being endorsed by Trump over Twitter, Congressman Kustoff easily sailed through re-election.
The next 2 years will be vital for the United States. With a more equal distribution of power in Congress, we will see if our country can work together or if partisan politics will be the norm. Now back to you guys at the desk.
University of Memphis football team took home a win this past Saturday against East Carolina. The final score was 59-41. This now ranks the Tigers 4th in the AAC. The Tigers are taking on Tulsa this Saturday at the Liberty Bowl. Then next Friday they take on the SMU Mustangs at the Gerald Ford Stadium. Game starts at 7 p.m. And now, let's go to Will, who is live at the window to talk about a special club here at Arlington High School. Will?
The word cancer can send waves of fear through any adult, so you can only imagine what it would do to a child. A club here at AHS has started a mission to try and calm those fears with some very familiar faces.
We started Princesses for Patients because a girl who graduated from here last year had seen something on TV about college girls who had in a sorority that had gone to a couple of children's hospitals and were trying to just bring happiness to the kids, and she thought, I think that would be cool to bring here. And so she approached me about it because I'm a St. Jude survivor, and we got it off the ground last year through fundraising efforts and donations, and it's been great ever since.
I joined Princesses for Patients because I wanted to get more involved with the kids at St. Jude and wanted to be able to help them forget about whatever illness that they have.
We take girls, and we actually have guys in our club too. We take some princes with us as well, and we're dressed as all kinds of Disney princesses. We have everything from Belle to superheroes to The Little Mermaid. We have everybody. And we go to Target House, which is where St. Jude families that can't go home but are there on a long-term stay and are housed for their treatments. And so we go to Target House and we take crafts and glitter and glue and all sorts of fun stuff, and we go make crafts with the kids, and we help them forget for a little while that they're sick. We visit about every 6 weeks. Our visit dates are set by my contact at Target House, which is fairly close to the hospital. It's downtown, takes us about 30 minutes to get there.
At the end of the school year, you can fill out an application to get an interview with Miss Land and the other board members for the following school year.
Thanks to Miss Land and all of her storybook characters for making a traumatic experience a bit more tolerable for the kids at St. Jude.
Thank you, Will. For more info about Princesses for Patients, see Miss Land in the 300 Hall. Now, let's take a look at the new principal problems for this week.
The consequences for skipping stripes are part of our progressive discipline policy. Is the first time it happens, you get a warning. If it happens again, you get a day of ISS. And then following, if it does have, you have a third occurrence, you get 3 days of ISS. Anything going forward be treated as willful disobedience, and major consequences come along with that.
What's up, everyone? I'm Dawson Stoneman. Here's what you need to know for the week. First, we have Derrick Rose, the youngest MVP and former Memphis Tiger, scoring a career-high 50 points against the Utah Jazz. This is crazy for him because over his career he has struggled with injuries, and for him to do this was just awesome, and fans and players alike were showing him lots of love and support after this game. Then, the Maldives, they have invented the first underwater hotel, and it is absolutely stunning. It is a 2-story villa, but it's also super expensive as it is $200,000 for a 4-day trip, but you do get your own private boat, chef, gym, bar, and pool, and it's absolutely stunning. November 9th, The Grinch will be released, the new Grinch, and people are a little skeptical about it as we all love the classic movie, and some people are afraid that it'll take away from the original. But I think it's worth to see, and it is the holiday season. Plus, any movie starring Benedict Cumberbatch is definitely worth it. I'm Dawson Stoneman. Back to y'all at the desk.
Have you ever suffered the consequences of missing a stripe session because you didn't know your teacher assigned you? You can eliminate that problem by simply signing up for Remind and Stripes. To sign up, see any SWAT team member, the librarian, Ms. Segerson, and don't spend an unnecessary day in ISS for missing stripes. Sign up for Remind.
Stay tuned, Tigers.
We'll be right back after the break.
I'm Wade Gray, and I'm going to show you how to stay physically healthy.
We all know that we should recycle. Unfortunately, knowing where or how to recycle, it isn't always so intuitive. What you can recycle are plastic, paper, metal, and glass. What can't be recycled are plastic bags, foam cups, and soiled food items. Be sure to look at the posters around the school of what you can or cannot recycle.
It's November, and while the NFL still has a couple of months to go in their season, high school football is over. Wondering what you can do to support AHS athletics? It is basketball time.
I have to be willing to do, what's best for the group. Everyone has to buy into their role. I have to buy into my role. My assistant coaches have to buy into what I tell them to do, and every player can help us in different ways. They have to buy in. Buy in, play as hard as you can, and that's all you can do. Sam Wiseman, I use him as an example. He been with us for 4 years, been playing on the varsity for 3 or 4 years. I've seen him grow as a player, more so as a person.
I have been playing basketball since I was about 2 or 3 years old, and I do plan on playing in college.
I've been playing basketball since like 4th grade. It's pretty exciting. It's like last year, kind of feel like one of the older people on the team. It feels really good. I think next year key players will be Philip Dotson, who's a freshman right now, and probably Jace Lockhart, who's a sophomore. A personal goal would be to help the younger guys get better. Just do the best I can to make them better moving forward. Hopefully at the end we'll be able to make it to district championship.
Hey Tigers, I'm Tyler Jones, your temporary weatherman for ATV this week. It's mostly sunny with a high of 58 and a low of 41. Tomorrow, November 10th, it's partly cloudy with a high of 59 and a low of 42. And then on Sunday, November 11th, it's partly cloudy again with a high of 60 and a low of 44. Back to you at the desk.
Now to everyone's favorite segment, What Does Arlington Think? Last Friday, your Arlington Tigers played Germantown in the playoffs. They started off strong with a score of 14-14 at the end of the first half, but your Tigers couldn't hold on as we fell to Germantown 51-14. Thank you, Tigers, for a great season. We know you'll get them next year.
As we mentioned earlier, Wizard of Oz opened last night. You can catch that show in the Marquis Collins Theater the rest of the weekend. Shows tonight and tomorrow are at 7 o'clock and Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Next Saturday is Christmas on the Square. Come out and enjoy booths, entertainment, and start getting into the holiday spirit from 3 to 7 on Saturday the 17th. The Christmas parade will be December 1st on Airline Road, so be aware of road closures during that time as well. That's all we have for today, Tigers.
Thanks for joining us and have a great day.